What's going on, guys? I'm back here with another video, and today we are going to be revealing the truth about the Universal Championship being a curse. Let's get into it,
Guys,
people.
let's go back to the history of the WWE. We're not gonna go too back. We're just gonna go to 2016. So what happened was that Raw didn't have a World Championships, so therefore Mick Foley decided to Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon decided to unveil the new championship for Raw, and people were expecting to be the World Heavyweight Championship, but they decided to announce that we're gonna have a Universal Championship. And in the beginning, people were like questioning about it, the name of the championship, but the hype of the Universal Championship really didn't let that be a big question in people's head that, oh, we're gonna get this new championship, that's a bad thing or something like that, because people are expecting a new design like this championship design was really rumored to be happening, right? So therefore people were excited, people were amazed that we're gonna get something new in history. But come SummerSlam 2016, we got to see this crap, and obviously no one liked it. People in the stands were booing the F out of this belt. So was I, like, this piece of garbage. Like, it was the worst. It's the worst looking championship ever. Like, I don't want to say the worst championship ever, but like, it's still like such a. They copied the entire thing, and this. It was so disappointing. I'm pretty sure there was a guy who does black magic, did his voodoo magic, and the second he did that voodoo magic, this happened. Finn Balor got injured in the middle of the match. Like, literally, the Universal Champion's first inaugural champion is injured. So, like, in the first day, and that was just a great start. It was just like, it was the worst start of a championship belt that you could ever have, you know? So, that was a curse that happened to Finn Balor, even though I want to add on to it, he never won any other world championship after this. He was looked at such a jobber at some point of his career in WWE. That was really sad, and it was all because of the Universal Championship. After that, we got a beautiful champion, Kevin Owens. Like, the second he won the championship, it was like one of the biggest moments of Raw history. People couldn't believe it. I certainly can't believe it. That's like my favorite moment of Raw because it was just out of nowhere. Like, you got Triple H's return, Triple H betraying Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens becoming the Universal Champion. That was so shocking. And he wasn't that good of a champion. His championship reign wasn't taken seriously, but we can see this guy actually put up a lot of hard work into his Universal Championship reign. And all those 183 days were gone in just 7 seconds of misery as Goldberg won the championship. My god, I still hate that goddamn guy. But anywho, that was the curse on Kevin Owens, that he basically put up such a hard work onto a championship and it was gone in just 7 seconds. And Goldberg have, like, the curse was us having a Goldberg as a champion because the guy couldn't wrestle. He only did 2 moves, spear and jackhammer. Like, are you kidding me? This is our Raw champion. So that was the curse for Goldberg because he was getting booed really bad, even though he was a good guy and all that bullshit. Sorry, I didn't say that. But then we got this even worse champion, Brock Lesnar. This guy only defended his championship 7 times in TV. Like, I don't want to include the live events because if I did, that will be 10 defenses. But yeah, this guy literally was a champion for 500 days and only defended it 7 times. That was a bad, really, really one of the worst championship reigns ever. But then we were a little bit honored at the same time, Worm. But like, still, Roman Reigns, you could hate on Roman Reigns at the time, but he still did a great job as a Universal Champion. He defended it a lot of times. And like literally the second he won it, like the next night on Raw, he defended that championship against Finn Balor, and we had an awesome, again, like a beautiful moment. Up next for me is like almost next to Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship. That moment when Shield reunited and did the triple powerbomb on Braun Strowman, that was pretty cool. But then the Universal Championship cursed Roman Reigns and he got leukemia. It was just such a sad moment, you know. All because of that beautiful red championship, right? Oh god, such a cringe. Well, I don't even have to say anything. He only defended it once. In a 163 days. Okay, but then we had Seth Rollins. What a okay champion. Like, he was a really okay champion in my opinion. Like, he was a great wrestler and all that. Like, he defended a title a lot of pretty okay amount of times, good times. But his rivalries weren't that well. Like AJ Styles, the match was nice, but the rivalry wasn't there. And obviously, we all remember Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins having a feud against Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. That was a alright. Like, he wasn't a fine champion. So the curse would be that he didn't got good storylines and he was cashed in to lose the Universal Championship. I think that's the biggest curse that Seth Rollins got in that title reign. Like, being cashed in to lose your championship is really that suck. This must suck, you know. But he won it back again, and that was the real curse in my opinion because like this guy is such a good wrestler, like amazing wrestler, but people booed the hell out of him like after winning his second Universal Championship reign. So I think people turned on him. That's the curse that he received. And you know, I was booing him even before that because I like Dean Ambrose, and him winning more championships just shows Dean Ambrose as a bad Shield member, I guess. That's what I should say. Yeah, so I didn't like Seth Rollins, but now I kind of like him and all that because of his Messiah gimmick and all that. Oh, we don't need to get into it. Then Fiend, oh my god, I got popped when he won the Universal Championship, and I was a little sad at the same time because I was thinking that we weren't going to have a curse anymore. Fiend Bray Wyatt has got rid of the curse. Gosh, I was so wrong, but he was a good champion in my opinion. Like, better than Seth Rollins. Like, he was really entertaining champion. His rivalries were pretty okay, and he did a really good job as a champion. And this was a championship belt that was rumored again to replace the current Universal Championship because the Fiend needed a custom championship, and this championship was beautiful. Like, I thought, like, oh, this is amazing because it definitely represents the Universal Championship. Because as you could see, it shows the universe of Bray Wyatt. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be beautiful to know. But oh my goodness, we got this. We got that whole face of Fiend in a championship as a custom belt. And what a shocker that this Universal Championship became a NNM championship where it changes colors from red to blue, and whenever it goes to NXT it will turn to yellow. Wow, my god, like the Fiend belt wasn't that bad. Like, the only thing bad I hated it was the face, the big face. Instead they could have put it something else. I would have loved the belt, but other than that, it was just not a good championship. Oh my god, I hate talking about this moment. Like, what the hell? Goldberg, who was literally a Hall of Famer, I was so happy that we weren't gonna see Goldberg anymore. He won the Universal Championship again. And like, you see that moment right there where he tried to give a jackhammer and he just basically did a suplex. Why Goldberg? Why couldn't you have the Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt? I would have been that sad, but they did it to the Fiend, bro. If it could have been anyone else, like, I don't even care if it was King Corbin. I don't care. Just like, it should have been someone else instead of Goldberg, dude. That was a curse that Bray Wyatt literally lost against an old guy who couldn't wrestle anymore. After that, the curse wasn't for the Universal Championship wasn't just happening to the champion. It was actually happening to the other people who were contending for the championship. As Roman Reigns was set to face Goldberg, but he just didn't want to compete due to the pandemic, and we had Braun Strowman doing it, and it was a good thing because that literally WWE dodged a big bullet as they had Roman Reigns, because if Roman would have won the Royal Rumble, then that would have been really sad to see that a Royal Rumble winner didn't even, it would have been the first time that a Royal Rumble winner versus just he who didn't even compete in WrestleMania. Sorry. But then we had Braun Strowman. The curse of Goldberg was basically that he's an old guy who couldn't wrestle as a champion. We got him. And the curse for Braun Strowman is that he's a boring champion. The Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship are more entertaining than Braun Strowman's Universal Championship reign. So that was the curse on Braun Strowman. Even as I was talking about it, the Universal Championship was becoming a curse to people who were contending for the championship. I was talking about Bray Wyatt too, as he was injured. He injured his leg when he was fighting with Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank. Therefore, he was out for a whole month. But hopefully, Bray Wyatt wins the Universal Championship and WWE doesn't make a stupid decision, and they could actually, hopefully, get rid of the curse for good with Bray Wyatt. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video. Live forever.